Beauty by Altavis, the color series featuring red. Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you how to apply the color red using the Peppy Gel nail system. My nails are already free and clear of all previous products. I've washed them and filed them and applied cuticle oil and my base coat. So starting with step number 1, I'm going to show you how to apply the dip powder if you're a person who has nails that are much longer than mine. If your nails are much longer than mine, they may not fit into the dip bottle jar all the way. So this is going to be an alternative for longer nails. I'm going to miss this nice clean workstation because this is about to get so messy. But hey, I'm trying to create beauty here, so sometimes it's just a part of the process. I'm making sure that as I pour the powder onto my nail, I've got my finger dipped at an angle just above the dip jar so all the excess powder can go back into the jar. And I'll do this for each finger before I dust it off because it's important to allow the powder to sit on the nail for a minute or two so it gets a chance to really bind well with the step 1 liquid. I'm already loving this color. I think this dip powder is appropriately named Wild and Free because red definitely makes you feel alive and you definitely want to feel free. I don't know if I want to feel wild. Do I need to feel wild? Whatever. This color is everything right now. Anything in the red family, reds, pinks, I love those colors. They're so vibrant and fun. Sometimes fun, that's all you need. One of the reasons to use the pour-on method is if you're new to using dip powder. When I first started, I had some difficulties. I definitely had some challenges with getting a nice smooth consistency after applying the step 1 gel and then dipping my nail into the dip powder. On the first dip, it came out fine. But when I went for that second dip and sometimes the third dip, the nail started looking deformed. It would clump up in these masses and it just didn't lay down nicely. So pouring on until I really learned the amount of step 1 that you should use for each application so it doesn't clump up. It took me some time to really master that. So if you're a beginner and you want a smooth consistency every time, the pour-on method will allow you to do that. So I'm just going to speed it up because by now you get the gist of it. And sitting and doing your own nails can be very relaxing and meditative. So I like to do my nails during a time when I really feel like doing my nails because you do have to have patience. The set lasts for at least 3 weeks. I can go about 4 to 5 weeks if I'm really paying attention to maintenance on a daily basis. I can go that long. So being that the system is going to stay on your nails for so long, you really don't want to rush the process. You want to take time with the process of doing your own nails and you want to enjoy it. You don't want it to feel like drudgery or like a task. Do your nails at a time when you are, looking forward to doing your nails. You're ready for a new color. You're ready for a new nail system. So that's what I like to do. So this is just applying a second coat of the step 1. And I like to make sure I get every area of the nail all the way around. I get as close to the cuticle as I can without actually getting on the cuticle because it can really clump up if you get it on the cuticle and then it's a little painful trying to file that off. So practice getting close to the cuticle but not on the cuticle. And this is a really deep, rich red. It looks pretty pinkish when it's just the powder form, but as you can see when the liquid goes on it, it really pops. That red is very apparent and it's very rich. So just going to quickly move through the rest of these because you've had plenty of examples to see exactly how to do it. So we don't have to do the real time. We can just speed it up some. But still, looking at the process is really fun. It's amazing to watch your nails just go from natural and normal to just a little bit spectacular. And like I said, I just wait until I finish all the nails before I dust. It gives the dip powder a chance to really marry to that step one liquid. Has a very tacky consistency. It's almost like a gluey kind of gel. So it really holds that dip powder. So now it's time for step two. Now step two is going to cure everything so that the powder and the liquid gel harden. And after everything is applied, all step two is applied, it will harden and you can file and buff. But before I file and buff this hand, I'm going to go ahead and do my right hand. Now for the right hand, I'm going to show you how to just dip it in to the dip powder. Dip your nail into the dip powder without pouring it onto the nail. Because if your nails are my length and shorter, your nail can definitely fit into the dip powder jar without an issue. There was just a little tiny hair on the edge of my nail. I like to make sure I catch stuff like that before it becomes a part of the nail system because I really don't like seeing the bumpiness of hair kind of sticking out when I finally get my nail like I want it. So this just dips right in and you can kind of bring your finger forward if your nail is so long that just dipping it in doesn't catch all of your nail. And it went in really nice and smooth. You just put a nice light coating of step one. You shouldn't have an issue using the dip as it was really meant to be used, where you dip your nail into the jar. And it's much faster. And like I said, it's going to get messy, and it has. It's gotten a bit messy. But that's just the process. So I'm definitely going to give this a second coat. And that makes the color as rich as I like for it to be. Now, why do I like the color red? Red is a very vibrant and stimulating color. Red draws energy to you. It's a very energetic color. It's a very stimulating color. So if you're feeling a little bit of, I don't know, I guess if you're feeling not so energetic, even if you're feeling lazy, have you been procrastinating? If you've been procrastinating, maybe you need a spark of energy. So get some red into your life. Wear a red scarf. Wear a red hat. Get a red rug. Put up red curtains. Use red accent color pillows. Wear red nail polish or a red dip system. Get some red in if you need some energy to go after those goals that you've been setting, that you've kind of been procrastinating on. Also, red is a very stimulating color, so you don't want to overdo red. If you're a person that's hot-tempered, don't surround yourself with too much red. It is very stimulating, and it could be overstimulating to a person that's already gets agitated easily or has a lot of aggression. So just use little pockets of red here and there, just to enhance your energy levels if they're lacking at all, and also just for the beauty of red. Also, red lipstick. You can wear red lipstick if you just need a little pop of color. This is step 2. And step 2, like I said, it hardens the dip powder and liquid so that you can buff and file it. I really like watching how that red becomes so rich when you apply the step 2. And it's almost like magic. Just totally changes the look of the nail and brings it to life. I like to make sure that it's fully saturated with step 2 so there are no dry spots where the nail didn't cure. So I'm using the buffer from the Peppi Gel system that comes with the kit. I alternate between the buffer and my fingernail files because sometimes you get some rough edges around the cuticle area and on the sides of the nail that you really need more than just that buffer to get it to file down. And this is how it looks when it's all filed and buffed. And we're going to go ahead and apply step 3. Now, step 3 is a hit or miss for me sometimes. Step 3 is designed to give your nail the shine after you finish applying step 1 and 2 of the Peppi Gel set. But sometimes step 3 is a little bit temperamental to me. It will dry out sometimes in a strange way. So I always just watch how the step 3 dries. And if it doesn't dry nice and shiny the way it really should, I have a little hack for that. I'll share it with you at the end. But so far, step 3 is looking really good. The shine really enhances the red and makes that pop of color really come to life. But I do notice that even before I'm applying step 3, the matte finish is really pretty also. So you have options as to how you want to wear this. You can totally skip step 3 altogether if you really like that matte finish. Red is known as the color of passion, and passion is all about dedication. Dedication to the things that matter most. Take the time to identify the things in life that are important to you so you can use your passion, your energy, all your dedication to those passion projects. Your passion project can be your family. It can be a new relationship. It can be your work. You can be very passionate about your work, which means you're dedicated to it. You're dedicated to the outcome. You're dedicated to what your work produces in this world. So use your passion to accomplish wonderful goals and maintain beautiful relationships. Well, we're all done. Let's see the finished results. And this is the finished result. So pretty. After I applied my step 3, I let everything dry. I did a little additional filing for some of the areas that I thought could have been a little bit smoothed out. But I did notice that the step 3 started to dry out, which is disappointing. But since I do have an alternative for the step 3 polish when it doesn't work so well, I'm going to show you what I use instead. But first, let's talk about the cuticle oil application. Cuticle oil is a very important step in your nail care routine. It helps to fortify the nails themselves. It fortifies the skin around the nails. And at the cuticle area is the matrix of your nail. So you definitely want to make sure you keep that well oiled. And I like to use a combination of natural oils and essential oils. I like the fragrance of the essential oil. It makes applying the cuticle oil very pleasant. It's aromatic. And I like to pay attention to each nail and rub the cuticle oil into each nail and also onto my hands. It fortifies the skin of the hands and protects you from tiny lacerations and abrasions and bruising easily. Moisturization is very important. So don't skip that step. Make sure you always apply your cuticle oil every day if you can. I'm going to show you now the polish I use when step 3 doesn't quite cut it. It's Naked Manicure by Zoya Satin Seal. Well, that's all for now. Bye.